G'day and welcome to Duckzorly Gaming and episode 1 of our Beaver Creek Let's Play series. Yes, that's right, it wasn't a mistake. I said episode 1. It's episode 1, take 2. I'll get into that just in a second, but we'll make our way over to the farm and we'll get started because we've got a lot of things to go through and we've got a lot of work to get going as quick as we can, even though we are in early spring. So, first things first, Farmer Klein, our good friend, sent us an email saying that we had a new ride waiting for us over at the shop as I'm about to get run over. And so we'll head over to the shop and we'll pick up our new ride and head over to the farm. And here it is. So, kindly donated by Farmer Klein. We have a Dodge Ram 2500. Nice and new. A nice Duckzorly logo sticking on the front. The rear. Duckzorly Gaming logo there as well, and also on the license plate. So very good. And I will take note of the license plate. I'd rather be watching EP, as in Eustace Pharmer, and you can just see down there the little Eustace Pharmer logo or character he uses on his videos hiding down behind my logo. So I got a feeling old Eustace Pharmer had a bit of an input to this one. So anyway, we'll leave that be. All right. So. Got a nice set of hazard lights on the front of this thing, so we'll use that and we'll get going. Alrighty, so we'll head off up to the farm as I said. So let's get back into the map. So why are we at episode 1? Okay, so just prior to Christmas, Stevie advised that he was releasing his version B of Beaver Creek. Which had some additions, some modifications, some fixes, all that sort of stuff. Anyway, we didn't jump to version 1B at that point in time, initially. Actually, no, I think we did. I think the last 2 episodes were on a version 1B map. But we'd basically reconfigured the map for the state we were in at the time. Anyway, shortly thereafter, version 1C was coming out. So we decided we'd hold off on doing any more Beaver Creek episodes because we didn't want to sort of have to go and redo the map and redo the map and redo the map. As it was, I redid it a couple of times, had a couple of problems with getting the map to the same state we're at, which I finally did at one point. And I got that sort of finished over Christmas while we're away, had it all ready to go again. And then, lo and behold, Stevie announces that he's bringing out a version 1D. Now that was because he was doing a bit of his own personal edits to the map, and he was posting on his Facebook page, and everyone saw it and went, "Oh, can you please share it? Can you please share it?" Da da da. And he did, and I'm quite impressed with what he has done. So we thought, right, we'll go to the version 1D. Anyway, so we've had multiple setups where we've gone and set up the map and the changes and stuff like that, and then he's had to take it back down and made some other changes to it because something was wrong or whatever else. And so what we ended up doing is holding off on it. So we waited for the version 1D, and so now we got the version 1D, and we went to resurrect the map, as in to get it back to the state we're in episode, what we're up to, so episode 8 or something. And then it was pulled down and put back up again with another set of changes. So I decided then, what we'll do is we'll restart the map entirely and do a couple of things a little bit differently. So number 1, it's not Beaver Creek USA or United Kingdom or anything else. This is going to be Beaver Creek Australia. Reason being is we are going to be running the South Australian Geo mod with the Seasons mod. So it has a totally different characteristic with your crop cycle and all that sort of stuff, which we'll see in a second. And the first giveaway will probably be, if any of you have already seen the ground temperature, you'll notice for the first day of spring our ground temperature is at 22 degrees. How's that, we say? Anyway, we'll get to that in a second. So that was the first thing. And then also another conversation I had with Farmer Klein on Discord, and he was saying about how he tries to use different mods and tractors and all that for each map he does. And I was sort of thinking, well, maybe I should do the same thing, because I mean, I'm sure everyone, as much as he may love the Xerion or the Big M, don't get me wrong, the Big M's not going anywhere. I have been always using the same equipment. It's equipment I love. I really enjoy using it, but I'm heavily reliant upon it. So in this map, we're not going to be using all that sort of stuff. So this map is going to be a case IH map. Now, much akin to the Valley of the Old Farm series, where I'm using the old Massey Ferguson stuff primarily at the moment, we'll be using the case equipment here. So what we'll do is we'll go for a bit of a look around and have a look at what we are using, and then we'll get into the map proper. But what we'll do first is we'll just talk quickly about the South Australian Geo mod. Now, for most of the other seasons mods and the Geos we've had, you do a lot of work coming into spring, do a lot of planting, and then start reaping your crops in summer and autumn. Well, there's a lot of things different about the South Australian Geo because we have a totally different climate. So let's just bring up the page, as I've just pressed the wrong key, and have a look. So here we go. So as you can see, for our primary arable crops, wheat, barley and canola, there's no planting of those until the end of autumn. And then we don't harvest them again till the end of spring, early summer. Sunflowers we do get to plant straight off the bat. So we'll be planting some sunflowers, obviously. And then we harvest them mid to late summer through to autumn. And then we can start planting them in late winter. So it gives us an advantage. We start planting earlier in winter. Well, an advantage. It's just a different cycle to what you're doing, like the American style Geo or the European. Soybeans, again, we can plant them sort of mid-spring and then harvest them late autumn, early winter. Corn, again, we can plant now along with potato, sugar beet in early spring, harvest them in summer, autumn, okay, not a problem. Oilseed radish and poplar is all year round, which we sort of expect from a few of the other maps. Grass, pretty much the same, although you can't harvest the grass in early winter. But there's no more of this really waiting around for half the year for your grass to come back. It's a big game changer. There's a lot of this in the Geo. Sugarcane. So yes, this map is sugarcane ready. The Geo is sugarcane ready. And because we are running an Australian map, we are running sugarcane. So we can plant sugarcane straight off the bat. Now, one of the things is sugarcane requires a 12-degree ground temperature. Now, if you try and play any of the other Geos, not only will you not have that ground temperature until sort of late summer, if you get it at all in some of them that I've had thus far, you'll be waiting a long time to get it planted. Whereas here with our Geo, straight off the bat, we can get it planted because we're at 22 degrees. So we can straight away get into the sugarcane, which is exactly what we're going to do. And then we can harvest it all year round. Okay? So we can plant in spring, summer, autumn, beginning of winter, and then harvesting all year round. Not a problem. Oat, again, we're back similar to our arable crops, okay, from before. So oat, rice, spelt, triticale, millet, sorghum, all being done, and lucerne, all being done late spring, early summer, harvested in late autumn. Cotton, again, we can plant that now. Again, that has a high ground temperature for planting, and we can harvest that through autumn and early winter. All right? So that's the big difference. So we're going to be, right off the bat, we're going to be busy. We're not just preparing fields in spring. We've got to prepare them and plant them if we want to get our crops. So that's what we're going to get stuck into. We're going to get stuck into it right now. So we've already done a little bit of work. If I bring up the map. So we've also got a different layout this time. We haven't got the same fields owned at the outset. We have got a couple of extras in the default, obviously, but not the same as before. So fields 1, 5, 6, 7 and 8, 10, 11, 12 and 13 are the fields that we own. Oh, and field 16, which is a grass field over by the BGA. Now, not we're going to really need that because there's that much grass in this map. It's not funny. Now, currently, fields, I believe 10, 11, 12, 13, I did some manure sowing. So I spread some manure. And I've currently got one of our Magnum CVXs with a hired hand. He's currently ploughing field 10. And I've also got someone ploughing field 1. Although that one I haven't spread manure on. So I've got to go fertilise that field. So the plan at this stage is we're going to plant sugarcane in probably 11 or 13. And then we'll get all our other crops going in the other fields at the moment. and we'll make field 8 our cotton crop. So they'll be the ones we want to get going first. All right, so let's dive into it and have some fun on Beaver Creek. So the first thing we'll do before we do that actually is, as I said, we will jump out of the truck and we'll go and have a look at the gear we've got. And instead of actually going around, well, I know I will. I'll have a bit of a look around. So we've got over here. We've got you can see there the kit's ready for our abomination, our mowing tool. We've got some nice Terra Vitesse loaders. These are a newly updated mod from Stevie, so you can get those from his Facebook page. We've got the custom road train pack from GTX Mods. That won't use anything else other than those pretty much. And we've got A and B trailer there to use as our tippers. As I said before, we are going to be using the case tractors. So here we've got a couple of 280s, and these are in the, I think it's the Platinum edition. So it's the difference in the paint scheme and all that sort of stuff. And they are all twin tired. So I've basically gone for twin wheeled or twin tired. So as I can maximise the use on crops. We've got our two Duckzorly K100s, the early and the later version. And then over here we've got the MXMs, I think they were, MXM 190s. We've got 3 of those. We've then also got our 380s, our big Magnum 380s. They're our big powerhouses. So they're basically replacing what we'd normally be using, the Xerion 5000. So haven't used them before. And we've got there's 3 different liveries for those ones. If I quickly pull up the store, we'll have a look. Actually, what we'll do is we'll go... no. Oops. There we go. So the Magnum CVX. So it has a 25-year edition, a 20-year edition, and a Black Beauty edition. And that's the ones I'm pretty sure I've selected through there. So that's the Black Beauty. That one there is, I think that one there was the 25-year. I could be wrong. I could have them back to front. And that was the 20-year. I think I've got them back to front. I think that was the 25-year there. All right. Now they seem to be nice tractors, so we've got those up and running. Now other additions to his map while we're going around. We have the potato washer and the potato. What was this one? Potato steamer or something. I think it was. Yeah, potato steamer in there. So for the potato washer, which is over here, so we have 2 of those. Put our potatoes in, give it some fuel, give it some water. It'll put the potatoes through there, and we get washed potatoes out through here. And it also outputs some compost. With the steamers here, we put the potatoes in, and I think we add some water. Let's have a look. No, just to wash potatoes. Oh no, and water. Yeah, and water. And then we get steamed potatoes out. Over here we've got a, what do they call, what was this one? This was a beet, a sugar beet. Oh, I'm getting dizzy. So this brig gives us beet pulp. So we put in sugar beets and some water, and we get beet pulp. Okay. So something else for us to play with. Now, a lot of his mods and that have now had updated displays as well, and they've been made clearer and much easier to read, which is lovely too. So that's all our outputs from our houses over here. So as you can see there, they've got much brighter displays, much clearer, which is very good. Over here we've got our manure separator. We've got our compost generator there, which hasn't changed, other than again the signs. Over here we have a little addition, which is our little orchard. So we've basically got, I can't remember what it was we had coming out of this one now. I think it was, let's have a look. So we've got cherries, plums, and that was it. Cherries and plums. Okay. Head over here. We've got our cow yard. Now we've got a silage bunker here, and we've got a lucerne bunker as well. So this one here takes chaff, grass, silage, sugar cane, and it produces our silage. And this one over here takes lucerne and it produces protein silage. Okay. Cow yard, the troughs over there for water and grass, the cow building itself there, milk over here at the end, our cow mixer. So this, all this stuff here hasn't really changed again, other than just some tidying up and some new displays, all that sort of stuff. Our pig food mixer, our pigs are in through here, troughs through there, sheep are over here. Okay, so none of that stuff has really changed. Sheep bales come out through here. We have added in the wool storage from LS Mod Company, so that is in there. And we've also added on the other side in the farm, we'll run around through there, over here in the back. Actually, not on the other side. I'll get to that in a second. We've got two sugar cane harvesters. We've got the case, which comes with the Platinum Pack, and we've also got a John Deere 3522. Yes, DoughBoy, I've actually finally got a John Deere on a Play Series. We've got some Massey Ferguson sugar cane trailers ready to go. And if we come down through here, we've got some seeders. So we've got our Great Plains seeder. We've got a horse seeder there for our corn and our sunflowers. There's the bale storage sheds there for our square and round bales. And our combines, we aren't using the Class or the Caterpillar, the rebadged New Holland. We've got here a Case 8120. This looks quite okay, and it's got a tinted cabin and all that. Looks quite futuristic. It's not a bad looking model, so I'm looking forward to trying this one out. And then over here we've got the Stevie's Case 9230s. These are the modded 9230 harvesters. Okay, using standard combine headers, so standard case header there and a HS16 header on the front for both. And that's pretty much it, I think. Oh, here we go. We've got, as I said, we've got the 240s in there. We've also got our dual row sugarcane planters because we're going to be keeping them busy. So as you can see, we're going to plan on doing a fair bit of sugarcane. So we're going to really test it out. We haven't really done much sugarcane stuff since the what's name came out. So this is going to be our testing cycle. So what we'll do now is we'll just go and have a look and see what we're up to over here. So our Magnum is obviously gone to sleep. So these are running a course play course, obviously, but just not doing it very well. So hopefully he'll get back on task and he'll be okay, and then we can come over here and start planting. And our other guy over here, I think he's doing circles as well. What's going on with this? Alright, I've found of late they're even worse than what they used to be with course play. I don't know why. It's not as if it's a different course play or anything, it just seems to be more problematic at times than what it's worth. Anyway, so we'll get them going again. Alright, so what we need to do in the interim is we need to go get our... need to wait for these guys to finish. So what we might do is we might go and just take our tractors up to the sugarcane field, ready to go. So we'll pre-position those ready to go. All right. So we'll take these up those top fields up to 11, 12, and we'll work out which field we're going to use. Now, this mod, I will try and remember where I got it from. I think it was from Mod Hoster. I can't remember now. No, it might have been Mod Hub. It has got interactive controls. I will probably try and do a review of this one. The other thing it's got though too is it's got these cameras. I don't know what the other numbers for the cameras are useful, whether there's actually for implements or whatever, or whether they got another design for it, or a thought about it for later. But for instance, we've got a front view camera and we've got a rear view camera, so particularly for those that want to stay in cab for reversing and hooking up, very good, very good. So like for instance, if I go up here to 1 and then I want to lower my weight, and there you go. So it's quite good. Don't mind that at all. Alright, so we'll park him up here. I think what we'll end up doing is we'll do this far field. We'll do field 11 is sugarcane. So we'll just park him here. Alright. So we've also got a bit extra cash left over because we sold more equipment off and did all that sort of stuff. I'm not going to sort of level it off to any particular level or anything at the moment. I think 420,000 is more than enough to get us by at the moment. Also gives us the ability to buy a couple of extra things if you really need to. So like for instance, what I might do now is I might just go and buy another plough very quickly. And what we'll do is we'll find a tractor. That one there will do. We'll go and collect the plough and we'll head up there and we'll get that that field ploughed instead of waiting around. So yeah, so anyway, so we've reset. Now look, it's not, I don't harbour any ill feeling towards where am I going? I want to go down that way. To Stevie at all. It's just one of those things, and I just figured instead of just continually going on and just trying to get the thing to work. Now, I mean, with his last update, there are many others that said they got it to work fine without having a new game save. I had some issues with it, and it just wasn't worth spending. Basically, it takes me about a day to get it back up to where it was. So I figured, well, no, we'll just cut it there and we'll just start afresh with new equipment, all that sort of stuff. So it sort of refreshes it a bit. So that's where we're at. So by the time I grab this and head back, we'll be pretty much our time up for the episode. But what we might do is we might just do a back-to-back and get 2 episodes out, lickety split sort of thing. But we'll see how we go. But I hope you understand the fact of why we've done this. I certainly would love to see a lot of people interested in this one, particularly with the new Geo. Now, I will also say the Geo is not officially released yet. It is a dev version. So be aware of that. That it's not a full public release as yet. I mean, it is available for anyone that wants to get it from the GitHub, from Realismus Modding, if you wish to get it. But it's not a public release yet. There are still apparently some bugs with it. I haven't seen too much in the way of bugs, but apparently they are there. But I'm just excited to have something of my local geolocation to use. Now, I was going to be doing a series with the 2017 modding competition map entrant, which was the Southern Cross Station map or whatever it was. But unfortunately, I got it all set up and was ready to go, and then I realised that it wasn't compatible with sugarcane. So to the purpose of what I wanted to do there as well. So we've given that one away. But in any case, so this is a brand new series. Hopefully you'll understand. I'll get the viewership, and you'll all enjoy this series along with me. We're not going to play it super tight and hard and realistic and stuff. It is all about basically seeing, for my mind, and hopefully for you, how this new Geo impacts on how you're going to play the game with seasons with that Geo, because it does change a lot of things up. Admittedly, I haven't used all the other geos yet, but I think this at the moment is probably the most varied in relation to crop harvesting and planting times and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. In any case, thanks very much for watching. If you liked the episode, please press the like button. If you didn't like the episode, that's okay too. Press the dislike button. But I just ask, just let me know why. Can't improve and make things better if we don't know why you don't like it. As I've said before, if you just think it's because I'm a douchebag or whatever else, well, that's fine. Just tell me. I've got a thick skin. Doesn't faze me. It's just like water off a duck's back. So otherwise, if you also are not a subscriber and you would like to subscribe, which we would love to have you along with our journey, please press the subscribe button. It will be coming up on your screen relatively soon, and you can continue to join us as we make a mess of some of these farms and their fields. In any case, what we'll do is we'll leave it right there before we start here, and then in the next episode we'll be getting straight back into it. So until then, this is Duckzorly at Duckzorly Gaming, wishing you a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening or night, no matter where you are in the world. Have a wonderful farming simulator time, and we shall see you again very, very soon. Thanks very much. Bye.